Welcome back to my channel, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I make my crunchy, crispy, white flour parathas. These are so quick and easy to prepare, and I can't tell you guys how good these are. Let's get right into the recipe. I'm going to start off by getting a large bowl. I'm going to add some white all-purpose flour. Into that, what I've done is added some salt. Now I'm going to get my oil, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon for each cup of flour that I've added. So that will be 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to go ahead and put that right in. I'm using regular cooking oil. You can also use olive oil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this a quick mix with my hand just like this. And then I'm going to get some lukewarm water, put it right next to you in like a jug or a big glass, and just start kneading the dough like you normally would for atta. Make sure you don't put a lot of water in there. Just put a little in little by little and just knead it really nice. This can also be done in your mixer. And so just knead it really nice just like this. And once you know that it's all kneaded through, everything's mixed together, just go ahead and put this to aside for up to an hour. We're using white all-purpose flour, so this will tend to get really stiff if you make it too hard, so make sure it's not too soft, it's not too hard. After an hour, I have all my ingredients that I'm going to use. I went ahead and dusted some flour right onto the place where I'm making this at, and I've also greased my hands. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make some pere. Like I'm going to make 2 little balls. You could call them 2 little balls or 2 little peres that I'm going to go ahead and make the parathas out of. Now I'm actually making 4 because I like to just let them rest to the side, so I'm ready to use them as soon as possible. And as you guys can see, use a little flour for help if you need to, if it gets sticky, which it won't if you're using oil. So just go ahead and make your pere, put them to aside, so you'll be ready to make like one after another, one after another. Now let the pere rest for about 5 minutes and they'll become nice and soft. Now after that, go ahead and start preparing your paratha. Put 2 to the side that you're going to use after for your next paratha. And for this one, just go ahead and just start with the help of your hands. And guys, at this time, heat your tava. You don't want to heat it in the beginning because you'll have steam throughout the whole house. But at this time, go ahead and heat your skillet or your tava. And just like you see here, roll out each side of the paratha like this. Now what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some margarine. You can also use Desi ghee or butter, and I'm going to go ahead and put that right in the middle of this. Now you don't want to miss salt in this recipe, otherwise your parathas are not going to be good, guys. But just in case you do, you could sprinkle some salt in the middle at this time if you forget your salt. So just go ahead and add your margarine or your butter right in the middle, top with the other paratha. And now using your hands, gently just kind of seal it like you would like a samosa, like this, just like this. And now slowly using a rolling pin, go ahead and roll this out as big as you can. Now if some margarine or butter tends to get out of it, don't even worry about that because it'll tend to get out of there once it's on the tava anyways. So don't even worry if there's a crack or if it starts to rip or anything, because believe me, that's what's basically going to make it nice and crunchy. So just roll it out as big as you can. Give it a good little what should we call it, just like on your arms, just flap it around and put it right onto your tava. Now, do you guys see how I made the little marks with my hands? Don't miss this part, guys, or it's not going to be crunchy. Now, before it turns all, like it gets done from one side, go ahead and put some oil on top and turn to the next side. You don't want to overcook it and then turn it over, otherwise it'll turn into a roti. So as soon as it's holding its back on one side, turn it to the other side. And now after you've oiled it from both sides, now using like a spatula or something like this, go ahead and just keep turning the paratha. Make sure that your fire is not too high, not too low. You don't want it too high or you're not going to have that beautiful crispy golden brown color like this. Ta-da! Isn't it beautiful? Now see the marks that we made with our hands? That's what's going to make it crunchy. And you turning the paratha like this consistently is what's going to cook it all the way through, from in and out and from every corner of the paratha. Now, if you guys see me leaning forward, I'm leaning for the fire. You don't want it to be too high. You just want it to be like in the middle, or not even in the middle, otherwise it'll turn soggy. You just want to be really on top of it. Don't move your eyes from it. And this is what your paratha should be looking like if you follow all those instructions and directions. So guys, see how nice and golden brown it's getting? It doesn't even take yet a minute to cook this, you know. And if you think it's a little thick from the sides like I do on this one, then you could just go ahead and press down from the sides, making sure it gets cooked and making sure it thins out. So now after this, once you know that it's ready, or once you know it's crunchy enough to the consistency that you would like to eat your paratha, go ahead and take it off. You can put it like on a napkin or a paper towel, and it is ready to be served. Everyone, enjoy with a nice cup of chai or bubbly tea. If you guys would like my recipe for my chai, then I'll leave the link down below for you guys, so don't forget to check it out. And I also like to top mine with honey, raw honey, and you guys can see what kind of honey I buy if you watch my Costco haul, and I'll leave that link down below for you guys as well. So make this for your kids, make it for yourself, make it for your Sunday brunches. It's a real big treat, guys. My kids, my family, they get a kick out of this. They come to like have sleepovers just to eat these parathas in the morning, the kids. That's how much they love them. So I hope all you guys will really enjoy them as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos, friends. Until next time, take care. Allah Hafiz.